Hello guys, today I wanted to make a video on what I'm going to be looking at for skin investments in 2022, what I plan on buying myself, high tier skins and just normal skins that anyone can afford, and what's the best stuff to be looking out for, and of course, most importantly, what is the most profitable. So as always, if you enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out the sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a CSGO trading site where you can find great deals and really fair prices to trade your CSGO skins at. Once you go to their site, you can activate a bonus by going to your profile and entering the Suka promo code for up to a $5 bonus on your first trade. After that, it's really simple, just choose an item and you'll get sent a trade offer. All you've got to do is accept. Also, if you're looking to buy skins with real money, you can easily deposit on SkinsMonkey and get a bonus 25% balance anytime you put in money. They've also got all your basic payment methods including crypto, so be sure to sign up to SkinsMonkey today with that link in the description and get a $5 bonus on your first trade. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let's just talk about some normal skins that anyone can afford. What are some good ones to look out for in 2022? And I'm going to start with some M4A1S skins, but not all of them, because a lot of the M4A1S skins have had crazy good price trends recently, of course because of the buff that came the same day as Operation Riptide did, but specifically, I want to look at some of the older skins, like something like the Hyper Beast, for example. I actually just got one myself. The reason I like older skins like this when it comes to M4A1Ss, especially right now, is because the Hyper Beast is in the Chroma 2 case, a much older case which isn't opened as much as all the newer cases are nowadays. Of course, even though there is over 400,000 still open in the past month, but personally, I think since it is such a nice looking skin, really affordable as well, that over the long term, if the M4A1S meta stays, which I think it will, Valve doesn't tend to change the M4 meta too often at all, price definitely has room to continue upwards. But if the Hyper Beast isn't necessarily your thing or you don't believe in it, I would definitely recommend looking at some of the older M4A1S skins that are in older cases or collections that aren't still being unboxed in mass or oversupplied. There's tons of options for you. But for me, I would stay away from something new like the M4A1S print stream if you solely want to buy to make a flip on your money, preferably long term. I think since it is of course in the broken fan case, which still has well over 1 million being unboxed a month, that there's obviously still a lot coming into supply and that price may start to fall off because of that, as they've seen a really good price trend so far. And eventually I just think that massive supply and millions of cases being unboxed a month will catch up to it. But either way, at the same time, you could argue that since it's a newer skin, a lot of newer players know about it, it's good for craft, stuff like that. But personally for me, I just won't be buying it to flip for money. But it's not like it's going to have a massive dip in price one day unless the M4A1S gets nerfed, so you don't really have to worry too much if you own one. Just don't really expect to make too much money from it. But either way, let's move on. What other skins should you be looking at to buy for a profit nowadays? And to me, just to put things really simply and give you guys a good idea on how to find skins and what I personally look out for, I always recommend just looking at older cases with skins that are still really sought after, people still like them, stuff like that, and you always see them. For example, the AK Vulcan from the Huntsman case is absolutely something I would recommend looking at as an investment / play skin. It kind of doubles down as both. The Huntsman case is almost $4 on the Steam market right now, only a bit over 100,000 unboxed in the past month, and as I've been saying recently, I think with the crazy amount of people that have been playing the game recently, a lot of people like the Vulcan, for example, as a play skin as well, and with so much more people playing the game, there's going to be more people buying play skins, of course, and you get the point. Long term, I think something like the Vulcan or just any AK skin, any op skin, pretty much anything in these older cases, Hydra case, just anything, you name it, that just aren't unboxed nearly as much anymore. As you could see on the spreadsheet, it just shows all the cases, how many are unboxed, or you could just go on the Steam market, see what's usually the more expensive cases, and those tend to not be unboxed anymore. Either way, you could check the price trends as well. All you've got to know is a lot of the older cases are going to have some nice skins, number one, and profitable ones, number two, as more players get in the game. Obviously, there's tons of other skins in older cases that I would recommend looking at as well. The Op Redline is one I've touched on before. The Op Asimov is a highly sought after skin that everybody likes and has a really good long-term price trend, and I think it'll still be good long-term, with once again tons of players playing the game right now. And I mean, the game still looks more than live than ever, so I think more people are going to be spending money on it. So just like that, those are a few I'm naming off the top of my head. There's tons of other options out there for everyone, and I just recommend looking yourselves, looking at the price trends as well, and it'll give you a pretty good idea on what you should be buying. But as for some higher tier skins, if you've got a couple $100 up to a couple grand to spend, personally some top tier skins I've been looking at are the 3 covert skins from Shattered Web, the Wild Lotus AK, and the Gungnir and the Prince. These are some top tier skins that not only look sick, but were around before we saw massive oversupply issues like we saw in operations with Broken Fang and most likely Riptide this time around as well, which is why I'm so hopeful for them. The only reason I personally don't like spending 2 to 3 grand or possibly even more on a CS skin is because it's definitely a process. Getting buff balance usually where you're gonna be able to find these skins for a lot cheaper, finding a trustworthy person who sells it, then you get the skin, everything is nice and all, but you've either got to pay a stupidly high fee once you sell it, or hold on to it for an incredibly long time, or just sell it to a high tier collector personally, and they're not going to pay the full price for it because they need to make a profit as well. So it's a whole big deal, and personally it's not really my thing, and I just like sticking with skins worth a few $100s or very low thousand at the most, like a Glock Fade or something. After that point, I'd rather just put my money into stocks or crypto. It's a lot easier to turn into actual cash. You don't have to usually pay any absurd fees at all, and it's really simple. It's just like 2 clicks of a button and the transaction is done. But once again, it's just not really my thing. But long term, I think those skins are great and will give you a profit, but definitely you just got to be patient. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, there's plenty of cheap, good looking skins that will do you well. But as for now, I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.